Welcome everyone to the Idea Lab Community Connection Call. Hey, Chris, good to see you. Welcome everyone. This is our once monthly community connection call. So this is your opportunity. One, drop your contact information in the chat, your LinkedIn profile, your virtual coffee link. If you're looking to have some more quality virtual coffees with like-minded people in the group, drop that in the chat. Everybody that's here today is either a member of the Idea Lab community, and the new face that I see, two new faces, Joy, nice to see you, and Carl is a brand new person to my radar. So nice to have you here today.
Thanks.
You're welcome. So what we do is go around the room for our 30-second intro, and who you are, what you do. And today we're going to answer the question, who would you like to be introduced to? Now that could be your ideal client, your ideal networking partner, your ideal referral source, or somebody that you're looking for. Like right now, I'm looking for a WordPress SEO person for Mr. David George Brook. And if anybody knows a good WordPress SEO person, maybe they have YouTube videos, maybe they have some information to share that's free out there that I can, if I know about it, I can pass on. So I would love that. All right, let's start off with Carl. Who you are, what you do, and who you're looking to be introduced to.
Thank you very much. So you know how startups and small business owners often have trouble explaining the value of what they do and differentiating their business and actually attracting their best clients? Well, I help them create the sort of stories and marketing messages and brand that they need in order to differentiate their business and really connect with people on that human-to-human level that leads to the sales and the referrals and the success they're looking for. My company is called Squash and Stretch Productions, and I'd love a connection with people that are running like startup accelerators and incubators, or VCs that are looking to find startups that actually know how to explain the value of what they do. Thanks.
Awesome. Thanks for being here. Kathy.
Hi, I'm Kathy. I'm a virtual assistant. I specialize in systems, specifically Dubsado. It's a client management system. I work with entrepreneurs who are at that tipping point of the back end stuff is holding them back. They're not getting that done, or their clients are falling through the cracks and they're getting stressed out because they can't keep up with this, and they really just want to go out and do what they do best. And so what I do is I help them set up their client's journey from first contact all the way through, the invoicing, the contracts, all the way through to the referral request and follow-ups, which gets left out a lot of times for people. So who I'm looking for are service providers or coaches, consultants, anybody that falls into that line.
Awesome. Well, thanks for being here, Kathy.
Thank you.
Daniel Andrews.
Hey, thanks for letting me be here. I am a professional networker. I do two things. I bring communities together and I coach people.
Oh, we lost you.
Well,
did everybody else lose him too?
Yeah,
okay.
No audio.
No audio, Daniel. So sad.
Testing.
Now you're back.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Technology is great right up until it isn't.
Yeah.
I do two things. I bring communities together on professional networking level, and I show people how to make the most of the communities they're in. Most people think they need more connections, and what they need is a stronger connection with strategic connections. And so if there's anybody that wants to figure out with me how to move a casual business card exchange to a profitable referral relationship, I'm the one to see. I'm also, as part of a national community, I'm looking to attract business people that do big deals with medium to big companies and are willing to invest 90 minutes once a month in a Zoom to support and be supported by others in that space. So, 10K in commissions or, gross earnings, or more sort of deals.
Okay.
So there we go.
So how am I
Okay.
doing? How am I doing? Am I doing all right? Living up to the Daniel Andrews standard? Okay.
Yes, you're excellent.
Okay. David George Brooke. Hello, my friend.
Hello, Suzanne Taylor King. Thank you for inviting me. It's always nice to be around all these like-minded people. David George Brooke, that gratitude guy, Seattle, Washington. I am a speaker, coach, and author, primarily a speaker. My main thing is to try to have 1 or 2 or sometimes 3 keynotes every month. I'm very passionate about my subject of gratitude, which is gratitude turns what you have into enough. And it's all about reframing and refocusing your life on what you have versus what you don't have, and focusing on your blessings and abundance and not your lack. So it's something I'm very passionate about and love to get the messages out to as many people as I can. And my person I love to meet, as you might expect, would be any meeting planner, people that are planning meetings for conventions, conferences, annual meetings, corporations, that type of thing. I recently finally got connected with Boeing and Microsoft and Amazon up in Seattle where I live. So any of those connections are always immensely appreciated.
How about
Thank you.
online summit, David?
Yeah, those are good too.
Okay.
Those are good too. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Welcome. Nancy.
Hey there, Dr. Nancy Zaire, and I am a sales psychologist. If you know someone who is looking for more clients, give me 10 minutes and the LinkedIn profile of their hot prospect, and they'll walk away with what to say to get a new client. And I take what's in plain sight and give you insight into how buyers buy. My prospect that I'm looking to connect with, or an introduction, would be to a videographer or a marketing strategist, especially those who where their client does not know their ideal avatar, could not describe it, and they can't provide the service until they know the correct audience that person is trying to serve. I will help that individual know who their ideal client is. Dr. Nancy Zaire, sales psychologist.
Well, thanks for being here, Nancy. Mike O'Neill.
As I'm looking at our names here, I just changed my name. We have Suzanne Taylor King, Kathy
3
the
names.
VA, David George. So I'm now Michael Paul O'Neill. And
All right,
I'm a leadership.
I'm fixing mine.
Okay. Apparently 3 names are better than 2. So
You
that
know
it
it.
is.
You
Yes.
know it.
I've recently begun describing myself as a leadership coach, and in terms of who an ideal client is for Bench Builders, my business, it's a manufacturer who wants to grow, and for whatever reason, it's been slowed. Those typical reasons are they're dealing with people problems, process problems, or planning problems, and I work with them to help fix those issues.
How do you feel about food manufacturer?
I would be very open. I have not worked
Okay.
in food, but I've worked with FDA approved clients. So I understand the FDA, how rigorous they are.
Okay.
Thank you.
Welcome. Joy.
Hi, Joy Tamber Brooks, the name that never ends. And the dog in the background is playing with her toy. Sorry if you can hear her.
Quite all right.
So I'm an email marketer who assists small to medium-sized businesses with their email marketing. It's pretty simple, but they like to think it's complicated. Been doing that for quite a number of years, but that's not why I'm here. I am a phoenix being reborn, and I've been working on a podcast called Email and Coffee with Joy Brooks, and I'm looking for guest hosts for the show.
What type of guest, Joy?
They should be vertical to email marketing, so digital marketers. But you know, it's a huge category.
Yeah.
Coach, people that are actually involved in doing something very specific versus people that are, as I said, coaching other people. But also anybody that has a book or an interest, an interesting study, somebody that can talk about something that will fascinate. I like to call it long form because I don't like to do too short. I feel too short just doesn't give you anything to walk away with. I try to do something with tips so that somebody can get something out of it and roll with it. And that's the story.
Okay, great place to meet people. And I'm going to put the link to my community in the chat. You're the only person that's not in that community. I think you came from LinkedIn to this today. So get connected with the other members in my community. I'll put that in the chat for you.
Joy,
All
do you
right.
know Troy Hippolito and also Ed Forteau? You probably know them, right?
No.
So those would be really good guests for you, both of them. So I can just reach out to me and I can do a LinkedIn intro to both of them.
Very good. Excellent.
Why don't you go next, Larry?
Oh, okay. So any of us who've been solopreneurs for more than, let's say, 2 weeks, know how hard it is to succeed as a solopreneur. But we keep grinding away because it's what we want. We love it and we want the lifestyle. So what I'm doing with Solopreneur Inc. is I'm running a support system. So we're able to afford the solopreneur lifestyle that we want, but we're able to do it in a way we're not compromising on critical elements of how we define happiness.
Awesome. Well, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
A like mind that I met on LinkedIn. So the power of social media.
Oh, who do I want to meet?
Yeah.
So I'm looking for others who are leading in the solopreneur marketplace, for private mastermind group that I'm founding, for podcast opportunities for me. Speak on 3 different subjects, primarily with 12 different topic areas. So someone who has that audience, or someone who has a community with complementary skill sets where the people are solopreneurs. Those are the kind of people I'm looking to meet right now.
Okay. Coach Chris.
Coach Chris here. I am a sales and business coach, and I work primarily within the HVAC, plumbing, electrical, home services type of industry. That's who I'm looking to meet, is those folks that want to dive a little bit deeper. It's not just about their business, it's about their personal life. I'm also the author of The Red Chair Experience, which is a daily inspiration for success in life and business. And it takes people on, Mike looks like he's reaching for his. So I'll go ahead and grab mine. It's, thank you, Mike. And it speaks to the 40 plus person that is looking for something, that trying to figure out how to grab that emotional side of their life and integrate it. And so we can talk about that. But real quick, Suzanne, you said you were looking for, at the top, you were looking for somebody to, a specific group, a specific person.
WordPress SEO person.
Okay. I'll talk to you afterwards.
And I'm not necessarily looking for an introduction. I want one of those
Understand.
people on my radar. That would be super helpful. Not only for David, but for a couple other clients who use WordPress.
Yeah, my IT people do WordPress and they do a phenomenal job with the SEO and all that other stuff. And so it's, of the 3 people that are there in their company, they do an amazing job.
Okay.
So
cool. All right. Well, thanks for being here. Let's get to the fun
Thank you.
part. We're going to go into breakout rooms, and it's going to be one-on-one breakout rooms since we have an even number of people, and we'll probably do 3 rounds of this. And so here's, let me open the room, but first, let me give you your icebreaker question from for the first round, and I'll put them in the chat. They're kind of about travel and about personal. This is all about building rapport with one another outside of the scope of what you do for a living, right? Makes sense? Let me grab these questions and put them in the chat. Little bit of travel, little bit of creativity here for these questions. There you go. And I'm going to open the rooms. Hi. You're on mute.